We have an update to a story we first brought you a couple of weeks ago. A local solar company, Sullivan Solar, abruptly closed its doors without finishing projects customers had paid tens of thousands of dollars for.
Although we still don't know what's going on with the business, we followed a tip, and today we learned that the owner, Dan Sullivan, is in jail, arrested this week on felony stalking charges.
News 8's Shannon Handy is outside Sullivan Solar's Miramar headquarters with details on this new twist. Shannon.
Yeah, Carlo and Heather, going back to that original story, News 8 spoke with several customers who say it appeared as though Sullivan Solar shut down with no explanation, like they just disappeared into thin air. They left unfinished projects, and they took a lot of people's money with them, again, with no explanation. You can see trucks out here, but the doors are locked, and it appears as though no one is inside. Now, in addition to all that, News 8 learned that on Monday of this week, the owner, Daniel Sullivan, was arrested for violating a temporary restraining order taken out by his ex-girlfriend. Sullivan was arraigned inside the Vista courthouse this morning on felony stalking charges and several misdemeanor violations of a restraining order. His bail has been set at $1 million. Now, according to court documents, Sullivan's ex-girlfriend claims he sent her threatening text messages and even showed up unannounced to her work. At one point, he allegedly texted her, "Watch your step," and sent her video of a mobster movie with the message, "Just getting started." The alleged victim also claims Sullivan let the air out of her tires. She provided evidence to the court, writing, "Daniel has physically, verbally, emotionally abused me in the past. He has threatened and stalked me in the past, even after I obtained a no-contact order against him in 2017. I have ignored his threats in the past, but this time his threats and behavior have escalated, and I am terrified he will harm me, if not kill me." Following his arraignment today, we asked Deputy District Attorney Chris Campbell about the charges against Sullivan and why bail was set so high.
Well, we've charged him with 3 felony violations of stalking. That carries with it a total of a maximum possible punishment of 5 years, 4 months in prison. Obviously, in domestic violence cases and stalking cases, which is what this case is, we are concerned for the safety of the victim, and we believe that based on the charges that we've brought forward in the complaint, that $1 million is reasonable to keep the victim and the community safe.
And Sullivan is due back in court next Friday for a bail review hearing. Now, News 8 did speak to the victim's attorney, who says she is relieved he is behind bars. And you will hear that interview as well as what Sullivan's attorney is saying tonight. All new at 6 o'clock. David Gofferson has all the details on that.
Shannon, when you had a chance to speak to the Deputy District Attorney in the case, was he able to answer any questions about the business side of this? Was the arrest perhaps related to the business closure in any sort of way that he knew of?
No, it is actually a separate case. This is just having to do with the stalking allegations against him. As for what's going on with the company, we have no evidence at this point that there is a criminal investigation. However, again, we have spoken with several customers who say they are owed lots of money by this company, and the authorities have said at this point what people can do is file complaints with the Better Business Bureau. We will continue, of course, to stay on top of this story and get answers for those customers as soon as they become available. But again, this case is completely separate, but it may explain why Sullivan just disappeared, because a lot of these customers were saying, hey, we cannot find this guy. We don't know where he is. Well, it turns out, at least for the last few days, he's been in jail. Before that, we just don't know.
Such a big development, and it feels like we're only scratching the surface on what's going on with Sullivan Solar. Shannon Handy reporting live. Thanks, Shannon.